Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG, and we are wrapping up our 6 boxes or case of boosters. I have some very interesting news. Everybody says how bad this product is. I'll tell you what I think at the end, and I'll walk you through what I got. And in the comments down below, honestly, tell me what you think. So we'll see what we got. I'm still getting over a little bit of a cold, so you gotta excuse me for all the coughing and if my voice sounds weird. But as always, remember, this is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG. Trade tables and seat backs in full upright position as we take off into the world of Baldur's Gate going to 0. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comments down below, feeds the YouTube algorithm, hit those notifications. If you subscribe, it supports the channel, and I really do appreciate that. And if you've done everything you can to subscribe as we try to get to 1,000 subscribers, links in the description for the eBay store where all these cards will be listed, even the ones on the set boosters as well, along with links to the Patreon and the email if you just want to reach out and say, hey. So let's get into it and see what we've got. So I'll start with the easy part. Here's our stack of rares. So out of this, there's not a whole lot... I don't want to say worth money, but I mean, there's quite a few rares. I put the ones of note up here toward the top. Looks like about this many. So, and that's not too shabby as far as rares go. Now, I'm not counting lands, so that might be why this looks kind of low. But still, these are all $5 to $10 cards a piece. Not too shabby. Also, be wary. Anything in this listing I talk about that's below $2, I just round it out to $1 each. And everything in here that's actually worth money, I've counted as $2 and up. Otherwise, it gets a $1 rating. So, next, we'll talk about land cycles. So, in the rare for the land cycles, we actually got quite a few. If you take a look at this, like that is a lot of lands. So, only 2 reflecting pools. So we'll put those 2 there, but then the rest of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 land cycle cards. So if you divide that by 6, I mean, that's roughly 2.3 per box. So anywhere from 2 to 3. If you went and watched the videos, you'll see some boxes had more, some boxes had less. But I think this all rolls out to that whole rule of large numbers that we talk about where if you buy a random box off somebody, the odds of it being great and the odds of it being bad are honestly about the same. I'm not going to lie. You just got to hope you get lucky. Now, if you'll open a whole case, I think it actually pans out to where it's actually this set is worth your money. Because if you look over here in the rares, as far as foils go, that's a money rare. I think that's worth a few bucks. The rest of them are just okay. I mean, I put a command tower in there because who doesn't want full command towers, right? You know, Jan Jensen's in there. The Bale, so not a lot of action in there either. Most of those are $1 as well, but foils nonetheless. They do have some curl to them though still, so not real happy about that. But what are you going to do? Then we have our mythics. So we have quite a few mythics, as you can see. The mythics I want to point out, now all these mythics are worth a lot of money. You know, we got a Tasha, a Blood Money, we got a Volo, a couple of Volos, one of them's even foil. We got a foil Mythic Volo. A couple fonts, that's worth a few dollars. A Storm King, some ships. One Minx, got an Elminster in there. That guy's worth a little bit of money. So is a Bramble Sovereign. Interesting, out of all this, we got one Bramble Sovereign out of 6 boxes. Find that a little weird because online we pretty much see almost everybody get a Bramble Sovereign, it seems like, out of every box. But they don't get dragons. So that's one thing I want to show you. If you look here, for the dragons, we got 3 ancient brass. Only 1 white. We got 3 ancient silver, one of them being full art with like 40 bucks. We got 1 copper dragon, the hardest one to get out of 6 boxes. And then we got 2 ancient bronze, one of them even being a foil. Look at that sweetness. So, what this tells me right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dragons in 6 boxes. That's going to average you at least 1 dragon a box. and some boxes are going to have 2. And in the videos, that's pretty much how it played out for the most part, because I don't think I ever got more than 2 dragons in a box. So there's that. So with that said, you're almost guaranteed 1 dragon per box. Now, however, like I mentioned, out of the 6 boxes, we only got 1 copper, which is the most expensive one. But, I mean, if you look at the rest of it, we got 1 that was full art, 1 that was foil. I don't know if that's going to be part of the scheme or whatever it is that they're doing, but, I mean, out of 6 draft boxes, guys, I got 10 dragons. Can you really complain about that? I honestly don't think you can. I mean, would you like to see more? Yes. But with how pricey those cards are, I think this is actually a good pull for the box set. So, there you have it. And then, like I said, you got the rest of the mythics that are pretty good. There's a full art Tasha, which is the only one that I got, which is kind of weird. So, I mean, these could be inverted later where you had more planeswalkers, less dragons. So, I mean, that would actually be worse and probably have less value than what you see here. But out of the box that I opened, out of the 6 draft boxes I opened, I'm actually pretty happy with the number of cards that I got and what they were. Would I want more? Yes, of course. Who doesn't? But at the end of the day, when you compare all these things together, and we start talking about box prices, my handy dandy notebook here, you'll notice that the box values, box 1 was 86, 2 was 84, 3 was 129, 93 for 4, 85 for 5, and 122 for the last one. And you can notice that's where I got the big hit in dragons. Like the copper was here. I'm pretty sure the full art ancient silver was here. But if you take these 6 boxes and you average them out, it comes out to 99.83 cents of value per box, which if you honestly just round it up, let's say it's 100. So if you lose 20% in fees, shipping, and so forth and so on, for you to make money or maybe say break even on a box, it's going to cost you need to buy a box for about $80. Now, with that said, boxes are currently running around, at the time of this video, 90 to 96, depending on which one you get, set or draft. So if you don't try to sell these cards and you actually want to buy a box just to have the cards, I mean, it honestly looks like you're probably going to get your money back, if not a little bit more, if that's what you're looking for. So, as much as people want to say this is a bad set, I will say it's not the greatest. We could have had better. They could have kept Mana Drain in or put other cool stuff in here to jack the price of these boxes up. But at the same time, these boxes did sell very cheaply. I'm not going to lie. So, now, with the collector boxes, that may be a whole other story. But again, I like to go back to the rule of large numbers. If you buy them by the case, which I know nobody wants to do that. But if you open a good collector box, then you can make money. So, as you guys know, the next series, we're going to start with these little bitty skinny set boxes of only 18 packs. I'm going to do 6 of those and see what they come out to. See if they kind of compare to this. Are they better? Are they worse? Do we get the same kind of pulls? And one of the reasons I'm doing this is, to me, it looks like Wizards is doing a weird track printing. And it seems to be going that way for a while now, where a case will have X number of good cards in it, divided up between the 6 boxes in said case. What that means is, if people are opening these, and let's say, this, for example, if I open these boxes and I happen to open this one and then this one and then maybe one of these in between or something, and I get 2 high-level boxes and one kind of mediocre, that kind of guarantees the other 3 boxes aren't going to be worth it and they'd be better off to sell them. So it's quite possible people are doing box openings and trying to do these hit-and-miss stuff with the cards. Now, I don't believe that to a wholehearted degree because that's very pricey, hard to do, and this product isn't worth enough to really make that worthwhile. But it is something that can happen because also on the flip side of that, not only could people be opening boxes and selling the ones they know are bad, they could be selling boxes, and then when they find out those boxes aren't good, they go back to where that case is and keep track of it and take the good ones out and open them themselves. Now, I doubt stores are really doing that, but in this financial era where everybody's strapped for cash and trying to make money, I'm going to say anything's possible. But at the end of the day, I don't see it being very likely. But also at the end of the day, these are the kind of things you can look forward to when you buy a box. You can get good or bad, right? It's all up in the air. And it all really depends on what comes out of the case. So my suggestion, if you want to buy some of these, buy them by the case, split them with your friends, and then divide the boxes up or something so that you get that chance to pull everything at once without any of the boxes being either really good, which is always cool and all, but more often than not, you'll notice here, there's only 2 really good boxes out of 6. The odds are about 25, 27% chance you're not going to hit a good box. Now, you could, but that's just my personal take on it, guys. Do with it what you will. Once we open these set of 6 set boosters, we'll have a little more information, and we can go from there. So until next time, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Try and get to 1,000 subs, so hit it up, scrubs. Anyway, until next time, be kind, and I hope to see you across from the game table.